Okay, I have a question.
What's up?
So, um, my question is: think of 3 things in your life that you would trade for $1 billion.
3 things in my life that I'll trade for $1 billion.
Yes.
I got 3 pair of shoes I don't wear.
Well, okay, I asked the question wrong.
That's 3 things.
No, okay. I don't think I'm asking it correct. Like, okay, name 3 things in your life that's worth more than $1 billion. That's my question.
So 3 things that are worth more than $1 billion.
In your life right now.
My life is worth more than $1 billion. My sanity and my peace.
Would you say sanity and peace kind of go hand in hand, or are they two different things?
Huh. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like I guess they kind of peace is kind of a part of sanity. So I guess if I didn't choose peace, I would say happiness.
Happiness is worth more than $1 billion.
I would hate to be sad for $1 billion.
So that means you're a 3 billionaire, a tri-billionaire. You're a billionaire.
It sounds like I'm just a billionaire. I don't know where these tries and dose billionaire. I think it's just a billionaire. What about you? What would you do?
I think my health.
Oh, I didn't think about health. That is a very good one.
Yeah, my health is worth more than $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I also think kind of I'm gonna take a little bit. You say sanity, but I'm saying like my mindset, or um like
So
in the right
sanity.
state of mind. Yeah,
So sanity.
and I would just say the people around me.
Okay. I always felt like, well, because your health is kind of the same thing as me saying my life.
Yeah.
Sanity's a little bit the same as your mindset.
Mhm.
And then I said, what did I say?
You said your peace.
My peace?
Mhm.
Well, I thought I changed peace.
Okay, so
Happiness. I said happiness.
You're right. Mhm.
And you said people around you.
Mhm.
But people around you, do you feel like that's I don't want to say it's not a good one, but like you get so for $1 billion, the people around you are worth $1 billion? Or like,
Like,
can they be worth $1 billion if you can replace them?
dang.
I'm just
So,
saying,
like, honestly, I was waiting for you to be like, "Oh, you, babe, you're worth more than $1 billion."
you are.
You didn't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is like them being there, them being alive, that's worth more than $1 billion to me.
Okay.
Yeah. At times. I'm just kidding.
I just feel like it's such like an interchangeable thing. It's just like,
Yeah.
you get tired of a friend and you get rid of them, or
Like, I ain't paying $1 billion for you.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you're no longer worth $1 billion. You're worth two, maybe.
$2?
Yeah,
Dang.
but
That's less than a meal.
yeah, it is.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's a good question though. Like, I would have to really like to sit there and really think about it. Like, obviously, like I feel like I'm worth more than $1 billion, and if you just put me as a whole and that kind of like sanity and health and all that stuff goes with that one thing,
Mm-hmm.
then that's certain people around me, of course.
It's funny that we're talking about this because, it's so like personal when you say this question, answer this question, because society tells us that we're not worth more than our net income.
Yeah, very true.
And there's not a lot of billionaires out there.
Nope, there's not.
And we're up here saying that we to ourselves are worth more than $1 billion. And I feel like not everybody would say that about themselves.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think we could put a price on our lives anyway to begin with. It's just for the sake of the question. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm worth that more than that and more. You
Mhm.
know, it's just there's no price tag I'll put on my life,
Yeah.
which kind of goes hand in hand with like my in my life. I don't know. A lot of you guys used to know that I used to want to be a police officer when I was younger, growing up, and that's why I went to college for my criminal justice degree. And I don't know. I changed my perspective on everything. Um, from how the whole thing with the police and the brutality and all that stuff. But another thing was just looking at the reality of, man, can I put a price tag on my life? Because honestly, I
Mhm.
feel like that's what police officers are. You're literally being paid to put your life on the line. You
Mhm.
don't know when the next day, your next day might be your last day. And that's
Mhm.
just something as simple as patrolling or simple traffic stop turns into a fatality. And it's just, I had to look at that. I'm like, man, I want to be here for my kids one day. And I don't want to be on the news one day like, you know, another soldier lost in, or another officer lost in action, on the field. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to remember it that way.
Mhm.
I want to try to be here for the long haul and not just for, you know, kind of just putting my life in just the world's hands and hoping that everything just turned out okay.
Yeah. Do you
So,
think as a black man it's kind of like in some not in someone else's hands, but like do you think that there's a your life is kind of on the line? Do you actually feel that way?
um, I won't say I feel like my life is on the line, but I feel like I have less control of when that may be. Every time that I step outside the door, like I don't know what what to expect. I don't know if I'm gonna get pulled over by the police officer, or I don't know who's if I go into the store and somebody thinks I'm doing something I'm not doing, that could turn into something tragic. Um, Being pulled over by a police officer could turn to something tragic. Then slight movement of hands, and that could be the end of my life.
Mhm.
It's sad, like as a black man, that we have to be a little bit more aware of our surroundings
Mhm.
and kind of like fearful in a way. Mm, Just you never know what's gonna happen, what's to come.
Yeah.
A lot of times our lives are in other people's hands, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Mhm.
So it's you know it's sad that it's already kind of like a mind state. So even though I like we as black men already do things without even thinking about it, and to us that just seems normal. But I think to anybody else, they're like, "Why are you doing this?" And it's like, well, these are the things we have to do to keep ourselves safe, to
Right.
make sure we get home. And it's sad that's become a normality in our eyes.
Mhm.
For us, it's just like, look, these are kind of like a rules. Like rules said, like if you see this, do
Mhm.
this. If you see this, do this. So, you
Mhm.
know, it's growing up being black.
Yep. That reminds me of like you said, something just become a part of our norms. I remember you kind of taught me to keep my receipt when I'm like going in the store and put the item in a bag, even if I'm trying to save the planet and not use plastic bags and not get my receipt back. But just sometimes you have to look out for being a person of color and actually using that stuff just as a proof that you bought something. And it's
Yeah,
sad.
and it's sad. Yeah, it's sad that you have to have proof. You know, because they could literally see you in the line buying the item, and then see you and think that you're stealing. And it's like, I know you just seen me right there.
Mhm.
You just checked me out,
Mhm.
and it's just like now you're accusing me of something obviously I'm not doing. So you never be too safe, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and that's just being black.
Yeah. I like how the question kind of turned deep, and I appreciate you sharing something about your personal life.
Of course, of course.
And just to come full circle with the question, this might get kind of maybe harder, but thinking about what people may trade money for, or what's worth $1 billion to them. Say you have all your friends now, you have a great group of friends,
Yeah.
and somebody put one or two boxes in front of you. One had $1 billion, and the other had, you'll be friends with these people for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You choose one box, the other box goes away.
I'll choose my friends any day.
Oh wow.
And yeah, like I can't put a price tag on my friends. Like they're they're very special to me, and
Mhm.
it's not as I'm like if you guys when you guys see these people show up on the show, those are some of my closest friends. Some people I grew up with since middle school, some high school, and it's just like man, I couldn't replace those friendships for anything in the world. And $1 billion that comes and goes, as much as you know, I may never. A lot of times, a lot of people never see $1 billion in their life, but I'd
A
rather
lot of
have
people don't see $1 million in their life.
exactly. And but those friendships that I have are very, I can't put a price tag on that,
Mhm.
and it's just that special to me. And that's why we are where we are. I have a very small collective group of friends, and we do damn near everything together.
Mhm.
So I appreciate those guys and girls, and it's just, yeah, I could never put a price on them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about you?
Give me the money. I'm kidding. No. No. I think our friendships are very different. Most of my friends, they live out of state, out of country. All of my closest friends, like close. I do have a few really great best friends here in town. But I just think, as you get older, life shifts. Like we're not like everyone is from different groups. So some of them may be undergrad friends, some may be grad school friends, some may be work friends from different jobs in the past, and some may be I have a lot of high school friends. So it's not like your group where y'all have been all connected through middle, high, and college. Mine have dispersed a lot, which I am part of me is very thankful for because I have places to go visit and I know a great person there and we always pick back up where we left off, even if we haven't seen each other in years. Um, but it also sucks because like a lot of them don't know each other because we didn't go to the same grads. Like I didn't stay with that same group all the way through, and we all have different interests, and I know them from just different aspects of my life. So a lot of them actually might know a different part of me than other people might know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to your question though, because you didn't give me an answer.
Oh,
So
I'm saying.
I would say, okay,
Mhm.
even with that being said, like $1 billion are say even your five closest friends. Like doesn't matter if they're across the world or anything like that. Those people who really check up on you and see how you are and things like that. Those people, like, is $1 billion worth? Are they worth more than $1 billion?
Yeah, I would think so. Because the way I see it, like having that or having $1 billion and one taken away, I don't want to be a lonely billionaire or a
Yeah,
billionaire that didn't ever live through those connections and never experienced those connections.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, another thing is I don't want money to motivate me, and that's one of those things too. Is like you see that money obviously is it's great to have and having your hand and stuff like that, but I don't want that to be the only thing that like I'm motivated by. Like my friends actually motivate me a lot to
That's good.
in a different way that money can't.
Do you think? I think some people go through phases in their life where money does motivate them, but for the right reasons, like maybe they have a new family that they have to
Most
take
definitely,
care of,
most
and
definitely
money's kind of motivating them, and they kind of put their friends at the
to the
wayside.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which they need
and
to
which
prioritize certain things.
most definitely. And I'm not saying, stunt your growth because of your friends. I always keep moving forward. And that's gonna always be a motive. And I feel like if you have a good group of friends around you, they should actually want that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And which I feel like my friends do. Like we all kind of motivate each other to try to move forward in life
Mm-hmm.
in certain ways and stuff. That's one thing I love about my friend group is just like, um, so I don't like to just say mine is like ours because they treat you just like they treat me.
Mm-hmm.
So is that's one thing I like about our friend group is that there's so many different characters in that group. You have some that are very successful. You got some that are very free spirited. We got a father now. It's just so many different levels that come, and we all just came together and we make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So very special. And it's just like, yeah, money should motivate you in some ways, in some aspects, to want to be better in life. And there's things that we need money for, of course. But I think as life keeps moving forward, that money comes. Money is just object. It comes and goes. And it shouldn't ever be the one thing that drives you. So, but if I could have $1 billion, or have some of my closest friends, whenever I have kids, and have them call them uncle and aunt, I think I would love that more than having the money.
Okay.
So that's just how I feel.
I like that.
Kind of just went off onto a whole nother thing, but good question. Good question.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Alrighty. You ready to get to the podcast started?
Let's do it.
All right, bet. Getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris.
This is Kayla.
And welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 45. And welcome to the podcast. So, babe, we have any updates for this past weekend?
We had a nice weekend, long weekend for me. Since it was President's Day on Monday, but we had family in town. My bonus mom Kenyatta came in town to celebrate some things that she had going on with some of her friends, and also came with us. Just hung out with us. We had a little movie night. My brother came over, slept over, and it was all good. And we had sushi on Sunday. It was good to see that. And we actually played volleyball on Saturday.
Yes.
Which was really good. We got
very spontaneous.
Yeah, very spontaneous. It was planned at the day of, and we had a great turnout. We were able to get some exercise in, so that was really nice. Get our bodies moving in beautiful weather right before this whole ice storm hit us today and tomorrow. So that was nice. And on Monday, I was able to meet up with one of my coworkers from my previous job. So that was nice. We met up at San Martin. If you haven't checked that place out, it's an amazing place. A Guatemalan cafe. Wonderful pastries, wonderful desserts. They're not sponsoring this podcast.
They're not. Not at all.
And
but if you want to.
Right. And Kristen is going to think I'm annoying, but I discovered true Cuban coffee. Oh my God. Thanks to my friend Jessica. So we had dinner last night at a Cuban restaurant. So we had, first of all, the bread was amazing. And then the meal was amazing.
Okay.
But this coffee, when people talk about Cuban coffee and, say, oh, it's better than Colombian coffee, better than Ecuadorian coffee.
Who are these people?
All right. It's everyone.
Just a group of y'all.
This coffee, I came home telling Kristen my life changed. It really changed.
She had an epiphany.
I'm not even a coffee person like that.
You really are.
I'm not. I don't drink coffee every day. I don't know a lot about the coffees that I really like, because I never wowed me other than like one or two. But this one, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still over the moon about it. If you ever want to go get it, just ask for Cafe Espresso at this place called Caribbean Cuba. I think it's in Carrollton. So shout out to them. They're not sponsoring this podcast.
That's how she was after that dinner. Was exactly how she sounded, is exactly how she was. And she just kept, oh man, this coffee. And she just could not stop talking about that coffee. But I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, babe.
We're going on Thursday.
Yeah, she just automatically said that Saturday night. So
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm gonna be trying some coffee, and I'm not a big coffee drinker. So we'll see. Give you guys updates on that next week whenever we come back. But actually, talking about next week, well, I'll get into that in just a second. But besides that, I think you kind of just went over everything we kind of did. I really didn't do anything else outside of that. I had to work on President's Day. Unfortunately, my job decided that hey, we want everybody to be here, so that was a kind of a waste. But yeah, I did that. Went to work, and here we are. So we got news about Vic. Talked to Vic a little bit this week, and he said he will be back next week. So unfortunately, you won't see Kayla. She's still gonna be popping on from here from time to time. I told her, she's ready to get her life back. So, but it was fun to have her on the, on the podcast for the time being and getting to celebrate all of Black history with her. And I'm pretty sure, we've been getting a lot of good feedback with her being on the show. So hopefully she can be a good guest again in the near future. And, that, it's going to be great.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. And I think just our relationship, I've grown a lot getting to know different parts of you and the way your dedication to this podcast. You work very hard and you do a great job. Y'all don't see the behind the scenes setup, but he does everything. So it's been good to get to know it firsthand.
Even though I know it stresses you out, how I get stressed out sometimes, but
I'm like, why does everything have to be perfect?
I'm just that guy. I'm sorry. That's just that perfectionist in me. But I do appreciate you, being there for the ride and again, even though I get frustrated sometimes, you're there to hold me down. So I do appreciate that.
I was about to break out in song, but
don't do that. But other than that, any other updates?
No.
Okay. Well, you want to get into your first story?
Yeah. Well, before we get into first story, it's still Black History Month.
And make sure you guys click on that subscribe button and hit that bell and make sure so you can get these weekly updates for whenever we post.
Yes.
If you ain't done it yet, you're wrong.
Oh. Well, this is the last week of February, which means it's the last official week of Black History Month, as they tell us.
Yes, but we celebrate Black history every day.
Every day.
Because guess what? This skin don't go nowhere, baby.
All right, so I've been giving you all some Black History Month, maybe hidden figures or just nice little people to know that you probably haven't heard of and news, stuff like that. But today I wanted to switch it up and do something more general about Black culture. And I want you as the audience to participate on questions that I'm going to be asking Kristen about Black culture.
Okay.
All right. So some things will be questions and they'll require answers, but some things will be fill in the blank.
I'm gonna do so bad.
You might do.
You see how bad I did when you're like, when did Black History Month start? I hope that's not one of the questions because I do not remember still.
All right. This question has two answers.
Okay.
Who is your mama not?
One of your little friends.
Ding, 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 ding. What's another answer?
Oh. I'm not one of your little friends. Her not is Boo Boo the Food?
Yes. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Good job. Wow. You got the first answers correct.
That's funny.
All right. What kind of money do you not have?
McDonald's money.
Good job. No. I thought you were going to do bad.
These are just Black sayings.
This is Black history, okay? People need to know this. All right. So, who's responsible for changing the channel when your grandma's sitting 2 feet away from the TV.
Whoever she calls to come get the remote,
Which is most likely
someone's
you.
gonna be me.
All right, great job. Okay.
That's funny.
So, some people have a back door with a window, or not a window, but just a screen door. And then you and your cousins playing outside and you leave that door open. What is being let out?
The air? Wait. Yeah, the air.
My good air.
My good air. Okay, my good air.
Yeah, I'll give you points for that one. Good job. All right.
I thought you were gonna be like, stop running in and out of this house. Either be in or out.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the idea. All right. Let's say, let's pretend this is a bowl of potato salad that's on the table at Thanksgiving, okay?
Okay.
What question is being asked at the table?
Who made that potato salad? Who made the potato salad? Because that is a very valid question.
You didn't even taste it yet.
You don't need to. You need to know who made it. And if it's somebody you don't know who made it yet, you'll taste a little bit of it, and that's how you judge it.
All right. Cool. Good job.
That's how you judge somebody can cook. Taste their potato salad.
Do you have good potato salad?
I have pretty good potato salad, but that's because my mama taught me.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, this is one, I don't know if y'all do this, but there's a plate and there's fish, French fries, and a piece of bread on the plate. What day of the week is it?
Friday. Or is it Sunday? No, Sunday's chicken. Is it not Friday?
It's between Friday and Sunday. On Twitter, there's both answers. I can say from my growing up experience, having fish on Friday is usually Good Friday before Easter.
Okay.
You have fish. And then mostly during the rest of the year, Sunday is the day of the week to have fish.
What? I always heard Sunday as chicken. Like that was
really?
Yeah, Sunday's chicken.
That might be. I mean, I see people on here saying different things, so could be. I think I have one more.
I feel like Friday is the perfect day to have fish because fish is always so good, and it's like Friday is already a special day of the week because it's the end of the work week and end of school week, and it's just like you start your weekend off right. You start off with some fish.
I don't know why it ever got pushed to Sunday though. I feel like because a lot of churches have like fish fries on Sunday.
But what is church, babe? Church is chicken.
Anyway,
church is chicken. I'm just saying.
Okay,
they don't have churches fish.
Okay,
they got churches chicken. They knew what they was doing.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
All right. You go to your grandma's house. You see this furniture with plastic wrapped around it. What can be done in that room?
Nothing. That's the good furniture. Don't sit on it. Don't touch it. Don't look at it.
Don't even be in that room.
Yeah, that's a different living room. That's the living room nobody lives in.
No sense to me. Like growing up, I was like,
what's the
why
point?
buy it? Why buy it?
Look, old people preserve the hell out of their furniture.
For it to end up at Goodwill.
Hey.
When it go out of style.
It was in style when they had it the whole time.
And it stayed clean too. But yeah, good job. I give you a 98%.
98?
All right, 99.
Okay, I'll take 99. That's only because I didn't say good air.
I don't know. Yeah.
Whatever.
I wasn't keeping up. But how did you do? Good job.
Great.
Back. I love that man so much. It's such a simple meme. I mean, what is it? TikTok?
TikTok.
It's such a simple TikTok, but he has so many reasons to walk like that. Back.
And he actually did so many different ones too. It's just like literally.
I like the one where it was like, just spend a night. It's already late. He's like, no, I'm going home because my bed more comfortable. And I'm like, that's me. Whenever we stay out late at friend's house, I'm like, I am not sleeping over here.
I have a question for you from the blacks.
Okay.
So what do you do whenever you in trouble but you want to go outside?
You ask your friend if they could ask your mama.
Exactly.
Because they're gonna say yeah if you ask her.
My mom gonna say yeah if you ask. She like you, and you gotta be one of the friends that she likes.
True.
Because your mama do got some friends that they don't like.
Oh yeah, they read them quick. They let you know.
I don't like
too.
the little boy.
Mm-mm-mm. What, as a future parent, what are these, like, I guess these mentalities, these sayings, these cultural norms that you want to keep up with?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna say I ain't want to get little friends.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be one of them too. Like I feel like almost it's gonna just be something that just happens, like reaction wise. Like I feel like I'm gonna be that parent that says you need to either stay in or out. Like, I can see it happening now. It's like you need to either be in or out, but you need to stop letting my air out. Like I
really,
I don't know
but there's
why.
no, your air is not even going out. Like,
but it's something about I can understand the good air thing because when you have a cold house and it's all cooled down and you got that warm air coming in, it's disrupting too many things. So
it's
you need
open
to
for probably a few seconds, and that's about it.
not when them. They really was out there just going in and out, in and out, in and out. Look, you need to be in or out.
Oh man, are you gonna be that type of parent that's like, okay, if you do something Friday night, you gotta chill on Saturday night or something?
No, I don't want to be that parent. I don't think so, at least.
Okay. And this also reminds me, I don't know if y'all been seeing those memes of what black people do for no reason.
I've been seeing so many of those.
But I feel like it
they relate with me.
It
so
relates
much.
to all, like, a lot of cultures of color.
What black thing do you do that you?
All of them. Like when they going down the stairs and they turn to the side. I don't know why I do that.
I do that too.
I'm like, I don't know why I turn to the side when I'm going down the stairs.
I think it's one of those things just in case you do fall, you can land on the side and not forward. I don't know, maybe.
And then the cup thing, when you get like not a plastic cup, but like a regular cup out of your pantry, and you smell it before you rinse it off. You rinse it off with water.
I don't know why we do that. I seen one with the dryer sheets, and it's like you put a lot of dryer sheets in the.
At least 8.
I do that shit all the time because I'm like, I just don't feel like that two is enough. So I'm just like, go ahead and get that like 280 pack and I'm just gonna.
Dang. Bounty and Bounce, they just making money off of us.
Hey, look, they be bouncing right into the dryer. The washing your hands with dishwasher soap.
Yes, it smells so much better. I don't know why. It just, I'll prefer dish soap over actually brand hand soap any day. And then turn on that little lamp above the stove.
Above the stove,
I can't go to sleep.
On.
I can't go to sleep without that lamp.
She asked you about that the other day. It was like, it's dark in here. Can I at least turn the stove light on? I'm like, go ahead, that's fine.
I think one of the things that they said that I do that you don't do is in the morning you look out the blinds, like just to see what's going on. It's gonna look the same every day.
Every day.
But when I come in the living room, I look
the
out.
one thing I do all the time, I don't know if you do it, is look in the refrigerator. Just stare in the refrigerator like something's gonna happen. Like something's gonna pop out at me and be like,
you do that in the morning, knowing that you're not gonna
I'm not
eat
gonna
nothing.
get a damn thing out of there. I just be opening it up, just like, okay, and then close it.
Yes.
I be thinking about it. I'm like, man, that the bacon look good, or that juice.
But are you really going to?
There's been a couple times I actually got juice, a couple. But I would say probably 98% of the time I'm probably not gonna get anything out of there.
Okay.
My mom used to get on to me as a kid when I used to do that. She'd be like, you keep staring at that refrigerator like something gonna pop out. And I'm like, I don't know. I'd be hoping that something is.
One
like,
day it might.
Like just a sandwich just gonna fly out at me and be like, I'm like, oh, look at that. I got a sandwich.
We do stuff like that for no reason. But I love it.
Hey. Being black is amazing.
Wow. The joy.
Yeah, so I hope you guys got a good laugh out of that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys relate. And if you have anything that we didn't list or something that you want to just add it to the comment section.
Yeah.
And just let us know some of the things that you did when you were a kid or as an adult that, you just know black people just do. So even if you have some black friends, you'd be like, man, why do they do that? Put it in the comments.
Yeah, we might be oblivious to something.
Yeah. So put it in the comment. If even if you're a different ethnicity, if you're Hispanic, Asian, whatever, just throw it in there and be like, we do this all the time. So I would like to hear what everybody has to say. So throw it in the comment section.
Yep. You ready to get started with our first story?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, our first story, we're going to back it up to Valentine's Day.
Back it up.
Which was a couple weeks ago on the February 14th, of course. So, a story we didn't mention in our last podcast is that for Valentine's Day this year, the Bronx Zoo lets you name a roach. Yes, I said a roach. After your sweetheart. So me and you going on a date to Bronx, New York.
I wish you would.
And I'd be like, oh, that look like Kristen. I look Kristen. A roach. You know I don't like roaches.
Oh, man.
That's
it's
so
not just,
disrespectful.
It's not just any roach, though, babe. It's a hissing cockroach. I'm not about to... Look, $15 to do it?
paying for to do it.
I'm not paying nobody $15 to name a cockroach that I probably don't get to take home.
Why would you want to take it home? I'm like, I can't even do this story because I'm really itching. Like, I hate even thinking about roaches. I remember living in Corpus Christi and like
just seeing roaches out of nowhere.
Yes, and it's not like nobody was dirty or anything. It's just them
be
being by palm trees and.
Did you be there? We gotta look at this apartment because we ain't really seen no roaches.
Yeah, we haven't. Because
I be spraying the fuck out of this place though. We've seen a couple since we been living here. Maybe like I would say probably
that's
3.
Probably the very beginning.
Yeah, and I don't do cockroaches, so I spray the hell out of this place, and I made it a routine and never seen cockroach since. But yeah, no, this is disgusting. I feel like that's an insult. If anything, you coming to me and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna name. Look what I got you. A cockroach that has your name." Like I'm gonna be like,
and this ain't nothing new. This is the 11th annual. They do this every year.
Somebody making money though.
But I wonder. Like I'm reading through it. Like, do they make bank off of this? What is it?
It's just that it became a Valentine's Day tradition. It says this person said roses and chocolates come and go, but roaches last an eternity.
Oh my God.
That is just disgusting. Would you guys name your significant other after a roach? Maybe an X.
I would say an X. I would say an X because don't they do something like that at like Hooters or?
Yeah, I think Hooters. If you bring a picture of your ex,
you get a free.
You get a free something. I think wings, and I think they tear it up or something like that. I don't know if they still do that, but that was a big thing for a while.
That's crazy.
You bring a picture of anybody and just say it's your
ex. Right. Yeah. But yeah, that story was crazy. I just thought it should be shared just because it's a lot. But they said other zoos are also in the love bug trend. So at the Houston Museum of Natural Science, you can buy an Endless Love Name a Roach pin for $10. So this isn't just in the Bronx. This has come down to our state.
Mm-hmm.
And with that $10 roach pin, it comes with a digital certificate and, of course, a naming of the roach.
That is so nasty.
Why you can't just buy me maybe?
I'll buy you a Build-A-Bear.
Name me after a star. Name me after
I feel like
a park bench, a tree.
A park bench.
Like, why gotta be a roach? Actually, a park bench is more when you pass away.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't name you after no star. I feel like naming stars is the biggest scam ever.
To make money? Whose pockets are this going in?
Who
Like,
really walking around with a picture of a star saying this is you?
That's me right there.
If I miss this today, I'll never see this in another 350 million years.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
what? So you bought a once in a lifetime star, in which other people probably had that same star, and you don't know it. Stupid.
Buy me a taco and name it Kayla and let me eat it.
Mm-hmm. It says the San Antonio Zoo's Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser is geared towards naming after the ones who really made 2021 difficult.
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
such as an ex-partner, a boss, or a bestie.
Ooh.
And like you said, it says Texas Zoo offers a selection of living things to name. It costs $5 to name a leafy green, $10 for a roach, or $25 for a rodent.
Stop it. Stop. Stop.
And it says, in warning, this next part may not be for everyone. Those who upgrade their donation can watch a video of their newly named creature being fed to an animal. That's actually a pretty clever,
that's crazy.
thing.
And people probably get joy out of that.
Oh, heck yeah.
People get joy out of it. And
It's
they're
like, there's my ex. And then, you buy a rodent and you be like, oh, that's my ex. And then it gets fed to a freaking snake.
I feel like this is animal cruelty.
Is it?
Because you're actually like using them as a scapegoat and you're naming them something that's negative before they die. So, I don't know.
That's why they pick the things that people don't really like anyway.
But that's still kind of mean. Even though I hate cockroaches, like, I don't care. Really, I don't care about cockroaches.
Who they feeding cockroaches to? Who eats?
A lot of animals eat cockroaches.
Like what? Like frogs?
Frogs?
Frogs
Probably.
I feel like frogs might because they eat.
Or don't like raccoons or something eat cockroaches?
I'm not sure.
Let me do a quick Google search. What animals?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of animals actually really just sit there and eat on cockroaches. Shoot, if we need some of those. If
amphibians like toads and frogs, that's the number one, and small mammals such as mice.
You gotta get a rodent to kill
spiders, insects.
So all the stuff you don't want.
All the stuff you
don't want for besides cockroach is what kills the cockroaches.
Can we move on? Because I can't keep talking about cockroaches.
Yes, we can move on. But oh wait, it says and leaves the rest of the cat. Oh wait, so that's a whole totally different thing. No, we'll talk about something else.
Okay. Well, moving on to our next story. Yesterday.
Oh wait, can I read the end of that one?
Okay.
Okay, so moving back to that one, there's one more, and this is not as bad as the other ones. It says the Nebraska Humane Society's litter box promotion isn't far from San Antonio's approach. For $15, the organization will write the ex's name at the bottom of a litter box.
Okay, that's
better. And it leaves the rest of the cats.
Okay, that's good.
That's one way to shit on your partners.
You got that much animosity against them?
Shit on your ex.
That's a lot.
But okay, we can move on to the next story. I just wanted to say that.
Okay. All right. So as I was saying, yesterday was Tuesday, so it was 2022, and even if you flip it, it's still the same because some countries they put the 22 in front, so they'll do the date. I had to get used to this living in the UK. You put the day first, and then the month, and then the year.
So okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it would still be 222.
Yeah. So everywhere in the world, it was 2 on a Tuesday.
Throw 'em up.
I knew you were about to say that.
Tuesday.
So it was Tuesday, and since I did this, it was Tuesday. It was some people's birthdays, which was huge for them celebrating. What if you turn 22 on Tuesday? That's crazy. People got married. There was companies doing promotions. Vegas had a whole promotion that if you got married, like you get these deals. And it's just a lot of things happening. How do you feel about these like number dates? Because they said the last time this happened like this was in 2011 when it was
11.
Yeah.
11, yeah.
So this won't happen till
why don't we just
33?
Why did we skip the second day of February?
Because it's an extra 2 now.
Well, it was an extra 2 on the second day of February.
But it's 02. It's 0202.
22. But if you take out the O's, it's just 2222.
True. But I think it's more significant we have like one more number and makes it more credible. Because it's like an extra.
Well, that has 11. We'll never get a 22.
True.
So I'm saying, like, I just don't see why that one was less significant. It's still missing a number.
Yeah, but
but whatever. But honestly, I feel like you know, our friend Casey, he's very into the numbers. What is this called?
Some people call it a I don't think I'm gonna. It starts with a P. I'm not gonna pronounce it correctly.
A palindrome
Palindrome.
palindrome date.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very into all like the numbers, and like if you see a certain amount of numbers, you need to look it up. It's very they all mean something. So, I think the other day I saw 11-11-1. It was like 5 ones in a row, and it has something to do with love, or what did you think about the time?
Yeah, it depends on what you're thinking about at the time, where you are,
Yeah,
what's going on in your life. So it depends on
the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it's very unique. It's different. So if that's something that you're really into, hey, look into it. If you ever see something crazy, or not want to say crazy, but something unique, like seeing a whole bunch of 7s or a whole bunch of 5s, just look it up. You honestly just type that number on Google and see what it brings up, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. So, I feel like they went kind of overboard with this whole thing. A lot of people were, I think there was in one country, they said that in Singapore, they said they had married 483 couples. Yeah, yesterday. So 480. I think it would have been cool if that it was just like this one in Sacramento, California. They said 222 couples participated in the wedding at the state capitol. So I was like, I would literally just limit it to that number. Right, so just keep it all 2s. Cooler. So some people were really into this.
I like the story about the mom having twins on 2/22/22 at 2:22 p.m. and 22 seconds.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Well, I'm sure one of the kids, they're twins, so they couldn't have been born at the same time.
Yeah, they couldn't be pushed out at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's say 22 seconds apart.
Okay. And this whole Tuesday kind of got overshadowed that yesterday was actually National Margarita Day. Hey. But margaritas go with Taco Tuesday. So is it a coincidence?
No.
You really excited about these margaritas and tacos?
I haven't had a margarita in a while. Kind of want one.
I was thinking about it. Like with us having this store, I was thinking about making us a margarita, but I was like,
I don't know if we. Hey, we about to get a margarita. I forgot we got some tequila.
Tequila.
But that's pretty crazy. If you actually type 2/22/2022 into Google and press enter, you will be greeted with a flurry of confetti and a sign that reads "Happy Tuesday" to you.
To you. So would it work now, even though it's not Tuesday?
I don't know. You should try it.
All right, let me try it real quick.
Yeah, she's gonna try it and see what happens.
I'll try to turn the camera on. So what do I type in?
2/22/2022. 2 dash. You gotta put the little, not that dash, the slant.
Oh, the slant. Okay. Yeah. 2/22.
Slant 2022.
2022. All right. Let's see if this works.
I don't know if they can see that. Oh, you gotta bend your screen a little bit. Okay. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Well, sorry guys, you might not be able to see it, but go ahead and push in there and see what happens. Something right here. Nothing.
That was anticlimactic.
It did not work, guys.
Well,
sorry.
The first thing that pop up is the 220, the babies born in New Hampshire.
Well, we tried.
Well, that's our story about Tuesday. Let us know what you think about these things. Or do they bring some kind of special zhuzh to the day, to the year, to your lifetime? Is that why these couples are getting married on these amazing days that have special meaning to them? Would you do it? Would you wait until this date to get married? I don't know.
What would be the next day? 23? You can't do 20.
It was 3.
Oh, 3 is the next one?
Wait, no.
You're probably right. 3.
But
No,
it
you
still
can't
have
do
a 2 in
33.
it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It won't be until year 3000.
Yeah, exactly. We won't be alive.
That's sad to think
Yeah.
of.
Well, we had our moment.
Oh,
We got to see 2 of them. So we got to
We
see
saw
11. We got to
see
see
11,
11, 11, 11, and we got to see
Yep.
22, 22. Well, 2, 22,
Well,
22.
no, because if 11, 11, 11 happened, we'll be getting to see 333 in 2033. Because they counted 11, 11, 11 as one, and they had the 20 in front of it.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to see
We'll be able to see
March.
333.
No.
Yeah. There's no other 33.
There's no March 33rd.
That's what you just get. So
Anyway.
that's not the same March 33rd. March 3rd.
Okay, you could do March 3rd.
March 3rd, 30.
33.
33.
Yep.
We can see that. So 3333. So just 4 3s.
That's only 4 threes, though.
So significant.
But it has to be 6 numbers the same.
Why? This isn't 6 numbers the same. It's 5. It's 2, 22, 22.
Oh, you're right.
Or actually, this one is.
It's 2022.
Yeah. 2022. Yeah. So 222, 22. 25.
6.
Where you getting 6 from?
The 2 in February 22,
and 22.
and then 2000, the 2 in 20.
You just take the 0 out?
Yeah.
That's not how that works. You take the 20 out because you can't have that
But you
0
still
there.
have it as a.
It's 2, 22, 22. You can't be cheating. Unless we make it to, or we can't make it
Okay,
to.
what's the definition of
20? If we make it to 22, 22, we'll be able to see that one. Yeah. 2,222.
Ain't nobody making it to that. We'll be 200 something years old.
There's that one guy who made it to 170, something like that. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of lies about that. Anyways, I give up.
Okay.
So you want to read this last story?
I'll let you read it because I've read the last 2.
Well, these are all your stories. And this one has to do with Victoria's Secret.
What? I mean, you can't read it.
No.
Okay.
You're a guest.
So.
It's your last day.
All right. I'll read it. Okay. So. There's been a great break of the glass ceiling.
That's my glass ceiling breaking.
By having no limits, no matter who you are, even someone with Down syndrome. Miss Sofia Jaru from Puerto Rico has become the first Victoria's Secret model with Down syndrome.
That is amazing.
Yes, and she has done several interviews, and she's talked about how much how she's so excited to be a Victoria's Secret model and having Down syndrome. She says, quote, in her native language of being Spanish, "We have no limits." And hold on, I'm gonna actually read the quote that she said. "I want to tell the whole world that people with my condition, Down syndrome, inside and out, we have no limits." That's what Sophia said.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and she's been posing in
And
the Victoria's
say?
Secret.
There's another quote right after that.
She also says, "I tell everyone to just dream because every dream can come true." She said a lot of things in here. You want to read that one? She says, "People who have Down syndrome like me are capable of getting a job, creating their own business, and working hard like me." So she's just a huge role model for this community, and she's speaking a lot of life, speaking a lot of just encouragement, and it's really amazing to see that. And I think sometimes we can forget about this community, especially since we don't see them all the time in the everyday life unless there's someone in your family or someone at your job that has Down syndrome. But there's many different types of Down syndrome, and unfortunately, a lot of times they're excluded. So they're put in a different classroom or put in a different living situation. But a lot of times they can interact with the society normally.
Yeah.
And, that word normal kind of is just, it's thrown around and nobody, like, what is normal? But anyway, instead of excluding them, Victoria's Secret made that step to include them.
Yes, and that's a great step for Victoria's Secret. And props out to y'all for actually making that move. And this is just a credible story. And honestly, Down syndrome is a lot more known than we think they are. Think it is. Sorry, not I don't want to say it like that. But it says approximately 6,000 babies, are one out of every 700 babies, are born with Down syndrome every year in the United States. So just know that there are a lot. I've seen a Down syndrome man he was a chef and making some good looking food on TikTok, and I was like, okay, come through. And it's like, man, I like that they don't limit themselves, and that they know that them being, I don't want to say different, but just knowing that they don't let anything hold them back from being the best they can be. So if that can even inspire you to try to do something and step outside your shell and be something that you didn't think you could do, then do it. Because there's possibilities out there for you.
Yeah, or even volunteering to work with this community, I think would be amazing. It'll make you learn as a person that they're not as different as you think. I would not ever forget, there was this guy with Down syndrome in my grad school in Edinburgh, and we shared a kitchen because everybody who was a master's or doctoral student, we shared this huge kitchen. So he would always come down and cook, and homie was smart. Like I had done like a couple dumb stuff in the kitchen. You know how you drop some or something, and he would be like looking at me like
like this ignoramus.
He was so smart. Everybody knew he made good grades. I remember he was trying to teach somebody something. His major was artificial intelligence.
Oh wow, okay. So he's an AI specialist.
Yes,
that's what's up.
And when I say he was smarter than everybody in that room, like he made us all feel dumb. Like
he said, him having Down syndrome actually opened up a different part of his brain that y'all don't have. So that's what's up. That's cool.
Yeah. So she's beautiful, Sophia, from Puerto Rico. I love the way she talks. She has a thick Puerto Rican accent that's very, like, when she talks on the interviews, it's very sing-songy. So she's like, and she's modeling Victoria's Secret's new Cloud collection, which looks like a really cool, comfortable Victoria's Secret collection, and she looks really nice in the pictures that they've been sharing on social media and everything.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it is awesome. So no matter who you are,
you're a shining star, shining bright to see who you could truly be.
Yeah.
Shining star, you see who you were can truly be. I don't know what else to do.
But we are at the end of our podcast. That's what we're gonna do. But as always, thank you, babe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing and filling in for Vic while he's been absent. And yeah, everything. So make sure you guys like and subscribe on the video from below, and make sure you share our. That's not the video below. Sorry, what did I do?
It's okay. Nothing.
And make sure you guys follow us on Twitter and Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv. And you can follow us. What? Why are you laughing?
About something you did. I'm sorry. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Make sure you guys email us. Send us an email at nowhearmeout.kv@gmail.com. Go and give us 5 stars on Apple reviews. And also follow our YouTube channel.
And TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
I followed y'all last night.
Oh, okay, cool. You like the videos?
Mm-hmm. Vic, you're doing a great job.
Vic does a really good job. I don't know how he does it, but he does a great job. Our TikTok is Now Hear Me Out Podcast, and our YouTube is Now Hear Me Out. No, it's NHMO Chris and Vic. That's NHMO Chris and Vic. And anything else, babe?
It's been a pleasure. Continue celebrating Black History Month all 365 days of the year.
All of them. And we will catch you guys next time. Peace.